it's your boy Darius, back at it again with another video. And there's Lauren.
Hi guys.
So, if you have not been following my channel, or you just happen to just stumble upon it, I have a 2013 Ford Mustang GT Premium with the 331 gears. And I bought it used with what, 70-some thousand miles on it?
I think it had 74.
And it came with a JLT cold air intake, Magnaflow axle backs, and Koni Shocks and Struts and Eibach Springs. So, let's get to this video. Now, in the video, I'm going to kind of put bits of track days in there so you can kind of see what we're talking about. I don't have it taking corners. So today we're going to talk about, yeah, it's Miller time. Always Miller time.
If you've got your crew in Miller Lite, you've got Miller time.
Grab me one.
It's Miller time!
But what if one of your...
So, I've put almost 30,000 miles on my car since I've had it. It's been in my ownership. I've put altogether it's been 30,000 miles on it. I've put about 33. She's put about another 2,000 on it. So,
I don't drive it that much.
So she's, as I told her, she's going to be the devil's advocate. She's going to be the unbiased opinion because she has no ownership of the Mustang. Her name is not on the title. Is your name on the title of my Mustang?
No.
Do you make any car payments?
God, no.
Do you make any insurance payments?
God, no.
So, she's the unbiased opinion. I own it. My name. I pay for insurance. I pay the car payment. So, we're going to talk about the Koni Shocks and Struts and the Eibach Springs. Now, as a driving around, you know, day to day, just cruising, you know, just city driving, the Eibach Springs are really comfortable, and the Koni Struts are really good just for day to day, like not really getting on it driving. And the look of it actually looks really good too. Like,
I mean, yeah, I've seen the car, like, stock height, because somebody else, I think it's on your Instagram maybe, has one just like it. The guy doesn't have it lowered at all, and yours looks amazing lowered.
now, I mean, as I told her, it has the American Muscle Special. Like, literally, you got an American Muscle, you can pull up the exact spring and shock and strut combo.
Yeah.
Did I ever show you?
I think so. You've showed me so many car parts, I just tune you out after a while.
I think I showed it to her, like, literally, it comes in a bundle, so I'm pretty sure that's what the people who had it before me did. So, like, it has a nice drop. It looks amazing. Like, I really like the way my car looks. Like, it's not that much wheel gap. I'm not going to say I never bottom out. I rarely bottom out. And most of the time, it's because of my tag. And that's because if you watch the video a couple videos back, you met our mad scientist, Austin. That's our mad scientist. So I literally had the car. I had just got approved. Well, not approved. I just got the Virginia registration and all that. So I finally put my Virginia tags on the car. Well, it came from North Carolina. Didn't want to drill into the bumper. Went back and forth. Mad scientist decided to put zip ties on it, and I will post a picture of that here. So, yeah, I mean, the only thing that really scrapes the majority of the time is my tag or that little rubber piece under the bumper.
Yeah.
And going in my grandma's driveway, I always drag my cat sometimes. Or my side skirts. Which those are coming off, by the way. I freaking hate them things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, alright, it's time. I'm going to ask your opinion on it, unbiased. What do you think of the Eibach Springs and the Koni Shocks and Struts as a daily driver?
I mean, as a daily driver, they're really good.
I mean, they don't really, you're not bouncing around everywhere. My daddy apparently thinks they're stiff. I don't think they're stiff.
He needs to go ride in my car. Let's take him around town in my car. I guarantee you they will be stiff after that.
I don't think it's stiff. He apparently thinks it's stiff. I think it rides really good. It handles curves really good.
It really does. I mean,
I mean, even before the LCA, then the Panhard bar, it still was handling curves decent. I mean, I wasn't as planted, but I mean, it was handling decent.
I mean, I'm comparing it to mine, and yours are really great.
Yeah, I mean, they like, I have a whole bunch of sharp curves on my road, and she takes them at 45. I take them at like 60, and
well, I used to be able to take them at like 40, at like 50, but I took the blue wheels off my car. I'm sure y'all saw them. I took them off my car and I put stock SI wheels on it, and that gave me a little more ride height. So now I have a whole lot of body roll, so I cannot do that anymore.
Yeah, but I mean, even in my car, she doesn't really take it as fast as I do, even in my car.
Your car scares the crap out of me, that's why.
But like, I take it at 60, and literally, you don't really know the difference whether I'm driving or she's driving if you're in the back seat or in the passenger seat. You don't really know.
You don't have body roll at all.
Well, I mean, that's probably something to do with the strut tire brace.
Yeah, I forgot you put that on there.
I keep forgetting I put it on there, but
Even before that, you didn't have a whole lot of body roll.
no, I mean, it was there, but it wasn't like heavily like.
It's not like my car.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so daily driving and comfortability.
I think they're good for daily driving.
Rate of 1 star to 5 stars.
I would go with a 4. They're not perfect.
I mean, yeah, no, you're not gonna get. This goes for any car: Honda, Mustang, Camaro, Challenger. You're not gonna get good springs unless you want to fork out the money. Like,
yeah.
Like the springs, the Eibach springs, I think are like $250. I hadn't really looked at just the springs, but they're not expensive springs, but they're not cheap either. Like they're like budget friendly.
How much is a really good suspension for your car, honestly?
Shocks, struts, and all?
Yes.
Shocks and struts for the rear. I mean, rear springs and rear shocks.
Because you don't have coilovers.
No. Coilovers for my car cost about $800. But I don't want to do coilovers because
that's like really. Well, mine are a little bit cheaper.
But I mean, they're $800, but I don't really want to do them because of drag racing the car.
Yeah.
And I can get the same thing out of a shock. So for a good drag racing shock, it'll cost me about $450 for the shocks, depending on what springs. If you go for the Cobra Jet springs, it'll probably cost me about $600 for a good rear setup. If you buy everything brand new, that's not like Facebook or nothing like it. That's brand new from American Muscle, wherever. And then the fronts, I mean, you can get away on the fronts with just running a lowering spring and stock struts. So, which more or less, I mean, if I ever change out anything, I'll just probably change out the rear shocks.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave the front struts. Okay, so now let's get to. So we've talked about the drivability and the comfort. She gives it a 4 out of 5 stars. I'm right there with her. I give it a 4 out of 5. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Now, here comes the meat and the potatoes of the video, racing-wise. Now, if you don't know much about springs, which I didn't know this, there are 2 types of springs. You have a linear spring, which, if it's like 160 pounds or something like it, it stays at 160 pounds. But if you have a progressive spring, pretty much the harder you push it, the harder it goes, and all of that. So, with the Eibach springs, when I'm shifting gears or I launch it really hard, the weight shifts, and that might have something to do with the Koni shocks. I don't know. So, I mean, it might have something to do with the Koni shocks, where they're more of a comfort shock. But, I mean, drag racing wise, I've done the lower control arms, I've done the Panhard bar, and that made a dramatic difference, but it's not perfect. Like, I still spin. I occasionally will hop. So, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better. So now let's get the unbiased opinion. What do you think about the setup as a drag racing setup?
I think it's crap for racing.
I mean, they really are.
I think those are more made for like daily driving around town.
I think they're more of a road course shop.
Really?
That's my opinion. I've never been on a road course. I want to try to go sometime. But
I just want to see you try to drift that thing.
that's what's going to happen. I'm going to drift and slide into the damn grass. Skrrr! Anyways, I mean,
If we ever do that, that's so gonna be a video.
yes, if I ever take my car to VR road course, we will make a video.
Oh my god, that's so
But I mean,
great.
I would, well, maybe not because it does shift the weight a lot. But I mean, drag racing wise, they are not the best shocks. Like,
No, I think drag racing you would need something more firm.
yeah, I mean, they do bounce. Like, they bounce a lot, even when, pretty much, if I had a stock exhaust and just had the springs, and I got on it in third gear, she would know it because the car literally shifts. Like, you get on it and all the weight just transfers back and you're like thrown back, and then you go to shift, you come up, then you get back on it and you slam back.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
That was good.
And I hate that.
It does that even when you're making pulls.
Yeah, like, it's not even, okay, it's not even at the track. Like, it's not even just at like a prep track. It's like out here on the street. Like, they are not stiff enough to handle the weight transfer when you're on it.
Because, I mean, even when you're making a pull, like, it throws me forward and it throws me back into the headrest.
Yeah.
End up with a headache by the time he's done with pull.
I wanna feel alive, feel the blood inside my veins. I wanna slow the time, will you slow it down with me? I think I need to find what it means to be okay. It's broken by design, can't live life without some pain, yeah. And I know I'll keep running, know I'll be something you won't see me.
Yeah.
Well, then again, y'all, those headrests suck. They're extremely hard, and when you hit your head on it doing a pull, it sucks.
So,
You're crazy.
rate time, what do you give them for drag racing?
A 2. Because they're not complete, excuse my French, shit. But they're not the greatest either.
It's compared to stock, which we did drive a stock Mustang. That V6.
Yeah. That
Which-
was like a
hold
20.
Hold on. It's not perfect. Okay, it's not a perfect apples to apples comparison. It was a 2016 or 2015 V6 Mustang with the independent rear suspension. Now, before you roast me, delete your comments. Before you roast me, the only reason we test drove it was to see if I liked the newer body style,
Yes.
which at the time I did not.
Partially because their front ends are too long.
Yes.
If you have one, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry.
So that was stock height.
Yes.
I didn't really get on it, but it shifted and it was really, really soft. Like, it was softer than the
Well, I drove one too. Remember I drove that EcoBoost? The grabber blue one.
Yeah.
It was an automatic.
Once again, not apples to apples because IRS. I have to say that or people's going to be like, well, it's not the same. It's close enough.
It's close enough, yeah.
Like, it literally, stock height, I'm pretty sure stock height for 15 to 17 is the same as stock height for 18 to 19, which is the same as stock height for 11 to 14. Like, I'm pretty sure they're all
Yeah.
the same stock height. So, I mean, even that EcoBoost test drove, it was soft, but my Eibach was just like a little bit
Yeah.
more stick. So I mean, so overall, for racing wise, I give it a 1 out of 5.
I mean, like I said, I'm comparing it to my car. I don't like your clutch, but I enjoy driving your car more than I do mine because, well, y'all see my car. It bounces a lot. I end up going down the road just like this.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can find the video.
Oh,
And put the clip
you
in
do
there.
have the clip where I tried to kill us.
And put the clip in there and see if I can find the video. And I'll put the clip in after this of us in her car, which is trying to kill us, and we were bouncing all over the place. As I had where's the GoPro? I literally had the GoPro on the little mount. Was my GoPro on my phone?
No,
my
it's your GoPro.
And I'm like this, and I'm like, yeah! Like, oh my god, this is horrible.
5-speed McGee over here.
She came to my rescue, and because I knew she was already out, and I was like, I need you to come save me. She's like, what's wrong? Nigga, no shit! Sorry, I didn't see the car! Fuck! God damn!
New pallet came out of nowhere.
Fuck!
You're gonna edit that part out too.
No, I'm not!
Yes, you are.
No! So, I mean, like, her car, it bounces. But
I have really crappy coilovers too.
yeah, but we know what issue. It's her coilover.
It is. They're Godspeed eBay coilovers, and well, if you have them on your car and you drive a Honda, I'm sorry, but they're crap. I want function forms, but I don't feel like forking out $700 for them. I'm gonna bounce around till then.
So, pretty much all together, I say an average would be a solid 3 out of 5. Yeah.
But see, I'm curious as to, like, if you change the suspension, or like, if you change the suspension setup on your car and make it more firm, like for racing, I'm curious as to how it's going to ride daily driving around town. Like, I'm really curious.
I mean, because I have, which, I'm not going to tell y'all, I have looked at some stuff for the car, and it's a firmer ride, and we're on the fence about it because we know it's going to change, and like she said, we're kind of worried about how it's going to drive because, well, we make trips to go see Germany, and I drive it to Roanoke every weekend. We take it to Greensboro, we take it to Danville. So that's it for today. I mean, if you're getting it to lower your Mustang and daily drive, be comfortable, the spring. That's the setup for you. But if you're getting it to drag race, I would steer clear and go towards a VMR drag springs or Jet springs, something that's linear all the way around. So that's it. I'm gonna catch y'all next time, and I don't know what else I was gonna say.
He's old. He loses his train of thought.
Like the video, comment down below. If you have a Mustang, whether it's 11 to 14, 15 to 17, whatever, comment down below your suspension setup. Whether it's just lowered or it's got aftermarket shocks, struts, whatever. I like to talk to people. So comment down below what you think, and if you have the setup or if you have a different setup, let me know. Maybe we can bounce ideas off each other. And also, if you're not one on Facebook and like my Facebook page, it's the same as the YouTube channel, Night Rider 93. Make sure to go like that page. Catch y'all next time.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Yeah, I don't believe in destiny. I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me. You gon' see success in me. You ain't seen the rest of me. I just wanna be the best at what I know, better than the rest, just watch me grow. Put me to the test and watch me go. This is my quest, I'ma make it known. They call me obsessive, oh I know. Call me selective with my notes. Call me aggressive with my flow.